My trip started at 1 in the morning. I loaded everything in my car and drove 3 hours to the Pittsburgh airport. I had slept for a few hours before leaving, so I didn't feel super tired driving down. When I arrived to the airport, I parked, dragged all of my luggage into the terminal, checked my bags, and went through the TSA pre-check line. I went to my gate and had a short wait before boarding began. I found my seat in the last row of the plane and got settled in for the 3-hour flight. When we landed in Houston, I only had about an hour layover until the next flight left for San Jose. The gate I flew into ended up being the same one that I was leaving from, so I didn't have to go anywhere. The flight from Houston to San Jose was about 3.5 hours and went smoothly. I exited the plane, got stuck in the customs line for almost 2 hours, retrieved all my luggage, and waited for the shuttle to the hotel. Our group stayed at the DoubleTree by Hilton that was only about 20 minutes from the airport. I got checked in and then went and put everything in my room. The room wasn't super fancy, but it was clean and comfortable. I had not eaten most of the day, so I met some of our group down at the bar and ordered some food and drinks. A little while later, more people showed up, and a group of us decided to have dinner at the hotel. We originally were supposed to attend a soccer game that night, however it started to rain pretty hard, so everyone decided not to go. Since I had been traveling all day, I decided to go back to my room after dinner and get some much needed rest. The next morning, I woke up early and ate breakfast at the hotel. Our activity for the day was going to Hako Beach. We loaded onto the bus and started our 2-hour drive. We arrived in Hako around 11 a.m. and had a couple hours until our surfing lessons started. We found a bar on the beach and ordered some food and drinks while we waited. The weather was cloudy and windy, but the rain held out until later in the day. At 2 o'clock, we made our way over to the surfing tent for our lessons.
Not too crowded, not too many people swimming next to you, and not too many people surfing together. And as a beginner, when you are learning, especially when you're learning, you have no business trying to get on the board and paddling out. Or even when you're learning a little bit, this beach is a little bit difficult. So it's better just walking with your board next to you as deep as you feel comfortable. And the only moment that you get on the board to paddle is paddling back to the beach, back to the shore, catching the wave after the wave breaks with the wave. You feel the end of the board, you see you feel the end, and then toes in. This is just to make sure that you're in the right spot. Feel the end, toes in, hand by your chest, elbows up. You can put your hand like this or like this. It's up to you. I like it better like this. I feel that I have more power, more grip. And from this point, 3 steps. I'm going to start with regular. Step number 1, right foot next to your left knee here. You see? Pressure on your big fat toe, pressure on your big fat toe. This is no good. Here and here. Step number 2, push up. Step number 3, left foot, and then release your hands and up. Hand position, 12 and 3.
The instructors were great and extremely helpful. I realized pretty quickly that surfing was going to be a lot harder than I thought it would be. I was able to stand up and ride the board a few times, but I definitely fell more often than not. After surfing ended, it was time for more food and drinks before heading back to the hotel. While our group was at the beach, Mike and a couple other people decided to do their own thing and went to check out a waterfall and see the local market.
I came to Costa Rica to do 2 things. See a waterfall and win a championship. There's the waterfall. Looks like all we gotta do is win the trophy.
Once we were back to the hotel, we decided to walk over to the Sea Lounge to have dinner with the team from Kentucky. Right before we left, a random guy came over and started playing guitar.
I went out there, might be You invite me because you do realize I've been there before. I know, and I have friends there. Yeah, I know.
While we had dinner, Jonathan had to go to the hospital to get stitches for the cut that he got on his foot while surfing.
You owe us.
It's definitely the policy.
Every single one of you guys here, but no.
After dinner, I headed back to my room to go to bed. Friday was our first day of hockey. I woke up early so I could eat breakfast, pack my hockey bag, and walk to the market. I bought a couple of drinks and some snacks to bring with me to our game. Once I got back to the hotel, I had just enough time to get my hockey equipment and meet everyone in the lobby to load up the bus. Our games were held at Castillo Country Club, which was about an hour bus ride from the hotel, depending on traffic. The club was enormous and beautiful. We had access to all their amenities like the pool, gym, hiking trails, game room, and restaurants. Before our game, we brought everything to the locker rooms, got something to eat, and explored the facility. About an hour before the game, our team went to the locker room to start getting dressed. Our first matchup of the tournament was against the local San Jose team.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Or buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes, yeah.
Buenas tardes.
Yeah, that's the way.
We're working on our audio a little bit here while we get things ready. I am Eric Hammerstrom from the United States of America. With me is
Eduardo Ramirez, your local Costa Rican.
The format for the tournament was 3-on-3 because the ice was about half the size of a traditional one. They also had a modified offsides rule. You had to stay on sides through the blue line, but then the middle red line became the new blue line, so there was a larger offensive zone. If the puck went past the red line, then you would have to regroup and bring it back over the blue line again. There was also no glass around the boards, and the only protection for fans was the netting at either end. The ice held up pretty well, and the only adjustment I really had to make was my angles due to the smaller size and not having pegs to keep the net in place.
And we go to our first intermission of the night with the score 2-1 in favor of the Duster Lions Detroit contingent.
About halfway through the game, I felt exhausted and couldn't figure out why I couldn't catch my breath. After the game, I found out that where we were playing was about as high above sea level as Denver, Colorado.
Nice move there,
Yeah.
but a big save for the Dusty Lions goaltender. Gernald, looks like. Gernald? Gernald.
Yeah.
Number 31 for the Dusty Lions.
We won our game 5-2 over the San Jose Unicorns. After changing and showering, it was time to watch the other TDL team play against Los Angeles. LA was very good and ended up winning the game. The night wrapped up with dinner and drinks at the restaurant before heading back to the hotel. TDL White played their first game of the day at 11 a.m., so after eating a quick breakfast at the hotel, we loaded onto the bus and headed to the rink. While we were driving through the city, it was funny to see restaurants that we have back at home, like KFC, Dunkin' Donuts, and Starbucks. When we arrived to Castillo Country Club, we unloaded the bus, and I went to watch Team White play their first game. TDL White played the home Castillo Country Club team. My first game was up next against the team from Los Angeles, who is also undefeated.
I'm Eric Hammerstrom, and my sidekick is
Eduardo Ramirez.
Eduardo Ramirez. We are here at the 6th Castillo Country Club International Ice Hockey Tournament.
And goal.
Another goal out for Detroit's TDL Black Squad, the Duster Line.
And a breakaway. Kind of safe.
Nice save.
But
No
to be honest,
favoritism there.
what how to train, what's the mindset for hockey, the movements, and all different practices, and we're getting motivated.
Ice and a sheet of ice in every park in my hometown when I was a child, and so all winter long and later in life.
So, I can say they only have like 2 years to doing this, and yeah.
And
I post.
now, this is the only ice rink. Oh, we got another goal. That's Michael Batinger scoring for the Duster Line's black team, picking the upper corner on the stick side. Do this and switch, and it's
What a save!
doesn't always work perfectly, but you get the idea.
And goal. First one for LA.
First goal for LA on that one, and actually,
And another one.
my goodness,
Yep. Just one behind.
LA mounting a comeback. This is actually
Amazing.
a nice move by number 98. So what happens here is there are players come from 7 different countries, and people bring equipment donations for kids, so that they can help support the Castillo Country Club's youth program. And so it's a great thing. Not only do these guys get to play some hockey, but they get to help grow the game.
Some, well, 4 teams.
The poor referee has gone down again. Some non-American players on these teams, these TDL teams.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think from Cuernavaca, Mexico, one player.
Yeah, Jorge Jimenez, I believe his name is.
So the goaltenders really, I think the goaltender game is really something. They are having to be just totally aware and alert every second.
Yeah, I got selected. Yeah, why not? Right?
Excellent. Yes. Support.
Entertainment.
May not.
Breakaway.
We don't know. Oh!
Open it.
Oh, and Michael Batinger had a totally open net with the goaltender down, the defender down. He made a move and shot and missed by inches over the crossbar. Eduardo, what do you think of that? Because there were 2 players down low. Actually, not a bad strategy when you've got a rink like
And look,
this. Oh. Because it would be ugly.
Well, as long as go.
Oh my goodness. see there. They crossed the blue line, but it's... Wow. Heck of a save. Oh my goodness. What a nice save by LA's goaltender.
To finish it.
So they're on they have to do it on schedule.
Yeah. You know, priorities, remember. Figure skating.
Yes.
Oh. Was that a goal?
I don't know. Let's see.
I don't know.
Where is the puck?
Was it post or something happened to the goalie?
I do not think it was a goal. I think no, they're gonna have a face-off to the left of the goaltender. They're studying the allocation of ice time to understand where ice goes and who gets to use it and who that benefits and is it fair.
Right.
And so area. Yes, I looked that up too.
I nailed it.
Yeah, excellent. Very good. And in the city. LA putting up a fight. And another opportunity. Staying on the doorstep, able to score again. So we actually have 5-4. I'm sorry that I did not have that score properly there. So we have a timeout being called now by LA. Especially then, teams would have some time between games, and they could enjoy.
Holy crap!
Enjoy Costa Rica.
That was close. 40 minutes, 40 seconds.
Oh, and I forgot to start the clock. So
this thing to end. LA give their last chance, maybe no.
Oh, nice save.
Wow, double
nice
save.
and that actually with 17 seconds left puts the puck into the net. It's 5-4 at TDL, and I think that we're probably going to run out of time.
Yep. And no way.
Last second chance for the TDL Duster line. The black squad from Detroit. 5-4 is our final here.
We are able to win a hard-fought game against LA 5-4.
To this Detroit Duster line squad. It's all in fun though. This is the thing everyone has to remember. It's all about fun, and it's all about helping grow the game here in Central America. We've got several.
After the game, we showered and then had a 7-hour gap until our second game at 9 p.m. A couple of us wanted to go get food, so Chris found a spot called the San Rafael Food Street. I somehow put in the wrong address into Uber, and it took us to the middle of a random neighborhood. But we eventually made it to the right place and met up with the rest of our group. The food truck square was very cool and had seating under cover, so we were protected from the rain. I ordered a milkshake, a fantastic steak, and my first butterbeer. Before leaving, we stopped at the bakery next door. When we got back, we still had a little time before the next TDL White game, so we went to the game room and played some air hockey. The second game of the day for TDL White was against the San Jose Unicorns. They were able to get a win, but their goalie Charlie got hurt towards the end of the game.
Central Time, we have Lexington, Kentucky, wearing white jerseys, and they'll be facing the Detroit TDL Duster Line Black.
Our last game of the day was against Team Kentucky. The game got away from us quickly, and we didn't play well. Kentucky was quick, moved the puck well, and had a good goalie. This was our third game in just over 24 hours, and you could tell everyone on our team was exhausted.
Better games of the tournament. This TDL Detroit Duster Line TDL, the Duster Line TDL. I know is tired. This is their second game today for both of these teams. Oh my goodness! And they're all over.
Well, I'm aware that they took advantage. I mean, not advantage. Another goal.
Yeah, I don't think there will be one waiting for me. When I get
Nice goal.
My goodness. Lexington goes to the half with a 5-0 lead.
Whoa. Oh. God, the ears. Nice goal.
You can have a breath.
Yeah, because he was getting dizzy. It was like, oh my.
Just
right to the angle.
Yeah, it's just like this Detroit goaltender is now, it's 9-1, and he's exhausted, I believe.
Nice
Well,
one.
there we go. Another one for the Duster Line. Would simulate having glass.
Yeah. Nice goal.
And he hopped in, but oh my goodness, he's gonna be a tired man.
Nice.
He is accomplishing some things out there, though.
And the last one, maybe no. That's it.
And that is the end of the game. That's all she wrote. We will leave that equipment behind tomorrow for the Kids in Your Youth program.
Yes, that will be awesome.
Yeah, and tomorrow there will be a kids skills competition and a kids game in between the third place game and the finals,
Yes.
the championship games.
After the game, we had a quick dinner at the club before dragging ourselves onto the bus and going back to the hotel. Even though we beat the team from LA, we missed making the championship game because of goal differential. This meant that we would be playing the Castillo Country Club team for third place the following day. Sunday was our final day of hockey, so for one last time, we loaded up the bus and headed to the rink. A couple people from our team decided not to play in the game, so a few players from the TDL White team joined us. Our third place game was against the Castillo Country Club team.
Welcome, hockey fans from foreign lands, from Costa Rica to Newfoundland. This is Hockey Day in Costa Rica. We are here at Castillo Country Club in San Jose, Costa Rica, at the only ice rink in Central America, for the third place game in the 6th International Ice Hockey Tournament here at Castillo Country Club. I'm Eric Hammerstrom. I'll be with you as your announcer throughout this game. This is exciting. Today we have Castillo, the home team, in the green, and we have a team from Detroit, the Duster Line. They call themselves TDL Black. There was roller hockey only, no ice hockey. The ice was expanded to work with in the offensive zone. You'll notice see how the puck came across the blue line there. Kids, two of the grandkids of those folks are hitters. It's a tough transition, I was told, by my sidekick Eduardo Ramirez. Oh, and we get a goal for the Duster line. It's 1-0 Detroit over this Castillo team. I know the Detroit team is concerned that, oh my goodness, and another. The Detroit team turns San Jose. Oh, and we get our first goal for Castillo. So they are used. Oh, big rebound. JJ Velez puts that one in. Well, at least for the past several years has been JJ Velez. Today in the finals. I did a little refereeing clinic with intuitively. And it's been way more work than any of the players. Hopefully they'll be able to develop a referee corps. And that puck is put in by JJ Velez again on the rebound for the TDL Duster line from Detroit. So we get a goalie change here. This is the 15-year-old with the grandparents from Edmonton. And play some college hockey. He gives back quite a bit, make him who he is. Oh, nice shot by Castillo. Good scoring chance. Another. Another nice shot by Castillo. Oh my goodness. A nice goal there off the back of the leg of the goaltender. But the youth program is originally from Canada, and so he's been instrumental in helping get the game off the ground here. This unit from Detroit play very well together. Every team, every foreign player who is joining in the fun here. Oh, and a nice opportunity. Open ice kind of breakaway there at the last minute. And right at the buzzer. They invited me to come, and they wanted me to play here. For others, how to invite people to the game and make them feel welcome. Scorebug. Another shot for Castillo. We'll be able to reconstruct this. It's 3 for Castillo. Actually on the ice right now. There we go. Jean-Philippe scores for Castillo. 11:50 or so left. Good chance here for Castillo. There we go. Sente, number 11 for Castillo. I'm going to get set up here. Oh, good scoring chance. And a nice save by Detroit's goaltender, who's playing a really strong game today. Another good opportunity, and the puck rebounded off the backboards right onto the stick of Jean-Philippe, and Jean-Philippe gets another goal. Nice save by the goaltender, number 9. Breakaway for Castillo. Oh, good back checking by number 98. Made him take the shot from Gordon Lightfoot and Edmund Fitzgerald. Oh, and JJ Velez picking the upper corner for Detroit. Played all over with travel and AAA teams in the Detroit area. there, full goaltender here. Lim from Erickson, a little drop pass. Not pulling the goaltender. The puck right in front of the net, and then J.J. Velez pulls it to the side. Rebound. Nice save by the young goaltender for Castillo. There are 4 goaltenders in the entire country, just so you guys know. In Costa Rica. Costa Rica has 4 goaltenders in the entire country, which is slightly larger than the number of referees. But one of the goaltenders who plays for San Jose, the Unicorns, is a 70-year-old, and they call him El Abuelo, the grandpa. I was totally impressed with his play. That is the end of the game. The board across the way says 5. I'm counting 6. And I think they thought they had 7. Here at the Castillo Country Club. Jake came over to thank me for live stream and said his grandma really has enjoyed the live streams, and I want to get an interview here. Jake, will you tell me how you came to play the game?
I started like 2 years ago being a goalie, and yeah, just being in the tournament fuels the hard training, eh? Because also, competing for my spot too. Yeah, it was really a big pleasure, eh?
Oh, it's wonderful, and so you grew up here,
yeah,
in Costa Rica, but you can hear the Canadian in him.
Yeah, my mom is Costa Rican, and my dad is from Edmonton, Alberta. 100% Canadian, eh?
Fantastic. You play really well. You're 15 years old?
Yeah, 15. Great.
Thank you, Jake. That's fun. That's what it's all about here. Is to someday see the IHF recognize Costa Rica. The Zamboni here is a John Deere. Here it comes. A John Deere. Just like our lawnmower back home. No, we have a Husqvarna, but yeah, it's basically a little tractor, and with the Zamboni box on the back. It is a Zamboni though, and they do the ice, and they are very particular about this. This sheet of ice has seen. Actually, this is a 10th game of the weekend. And it takes, they have an hour between games. They do the ice, and then for most of that time, they wait for the ice to set up again. And it takes about an hour for the ice for the Zamboni to do the job and have the ice set. And there's, as the day went on yesterday, it got a little watery. There were some puddles out there. But it's pretty amazing, to think we are in Central America. This is the only rink. And what a blessing it is that they have this rink.
When our game was complete, the youth program held a skills competition for the kids. The program typically has about 15 Costa Rican players.
We've got a bunch of players from the Duster Liner out here now. I'm going to turn the picture off and show you. Now we've got a bunch of adults here with the kids.
After the skills competition, the kids played a quick game against some of the TDL players. The final event was the kids' game. There was only one youth goalie, so Paul volunteered to suit up and play. While the kids finished their game, we gathered up all of the equipment that was brought to be donated.
We brought some very specific sticks as well, for a lot of sticks, including one of the jogging. So this one here is for you, brand new, incredibly happy. This way, come on up. So we have a stick here for you as well. This is used in the NHL game, like this stuff like this. We brought it all the way from the front, so that's pretty funny. Game used. Carlos, come on up, Mike. Carlos joined us this weekend. He's stayed in a couple games. We got brand new info on this week for you too. Diego.
He's a lefty.
Come on up, Diego.
He's a lefty.
So none of this would be possible without the volunteers.
That's it. Gracias.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'll pass the mic in. Say my takeaways. Clara Calderón. Rodrigo Cordero. Mauricio Espinosa. Y Mateo Salazar.
A group of us wanted to do a coffee tour and found Cafe Brit that was nearby. I somehow managed to put the wrong address into Uber again, but we eventually made it to the rest of the group. When we arrived, we checked out the gift shop and I bought some coffee to bring back home with me. We then went to the bakery and ordered drinks. While my group was waiting for the Uber, we were able to walk around the grounds. It was dark and rainy, but it was still fun to check everything out. I found a path that went through some trees. I would have liked to walk through when it was light out and a bit less spooky, but it was still cool to wander down. Cafe Brit was founded in 1985 and was the first gourmet coffee roaster in the country. In 2000, they expanded to include chocolate. Currently, the company produces more than 200,000 bags of coffee a year, 80% of which is sold in Costa Rica. They've also been carbon neutral since 2013. While we were away, the championship game was played between LA and Kentucky.
This is going to be a lot of fun. In the meantime, let's get those shots down there. One of the tournament teams from Detroit. Small sheet ice, it's 3-on-3, and we've got around the world. Oh, and Lexington, nice goal. And some of these guys are busy, these 6 LA players. Every village along the way. Oh, another goal. As we're going by, and there were some terrible times where the fans got a little too into it. Ah, that was a heck of a move by the Zamboni, and that's how they kind of keep the this ice going the way it needs to be. Wanted to say hello. Hi, Trinity. Hi, Brandon. Your dad loves you. And it's the start of the second from a gentleman named Eduardo. Who's one of the Castillo players. Oh, nice save by the Lexington goaltender. Three good chances. Lexington. Exciting. It's really pretty exciting to see that happening here. Oh, and there we go. Lexington gets back up on the board. And with 2:35 left, we've got a timeout called. A regular sheet. And I think that's Jackson for USA. Yes, Jackson, number 22 for the LA team, but it's clocking down now to 3, 2, 1, and game is over. Final score 7-4. Los Angeles victorious. Well, it has been an absolutely wonderful event. The crowds really enjoyed it. We got Michael Baitinger, founder of the Urban Hockey Foundation, over on the right there, with some of the folks who played in the tournament and their families. A lot of Costa Rican fans. They traded jerseys with visiting teams. One of the awards has gone to a player from the Dusterland, the Detroit team, number 98. He was everywhere this weekend. And when players were injured and couldn't play, he stepped in and he played a lot of games and fill in for teams when they were short men. Oh, and we get on the all tournament team, JJ Velez. JJ coming on down for his award. JJ is a great story. JJ is actually the president of ice hockey in Harlem, He is from Spanish Harlem and grew up there. He says that ice hockey in Harlem was what made him who he is today. And he's given back to the kids of Harlem, along with Malik Garvin and Michael Badinger of the Duster Line and the Urban Hockey Foundation.
There's the waterfall. Looks like all we gotta do is win the trophy.
He's really largely responsible for helping to make this whole thing happen. On the right, team from Los Angeles, United States. On the left, Lexington, Kentucky.
The night ended with a banquet where all the teams could intermingle. They didn't provide any alcohol, so of course a couple of our guys ran out to the store and brought back enough beer for everyone at the party. After we finished eating, we said our goodbyes and our thank yous and headed to the hotel. I was able to move my flight back a day until Tuesday so I could go on a full day tour with some of our group. The bus picked us up at 6:30 a.m., so it was an early morning. Our first stop of the day was to a coffee plantation where we could walk around the grounds. Our guide explained how the coffee is grown, processed, and then sold.
I can walk all this lodge whole day. If I be fast, I can fill my basket 3-4 times in whole day.
I'm not a coffee drinker, but I did try a sip of the local brew, so I could say that I drank coffee in Costa Rica. Our next stop was to a waterfall that was along the side of Route 126. The River La Paz forms this waterfall, which is 120 feet high. There was a small path that you can walk down to go behind the waterfall. There was no railing, and the path was pretty small and wet, so you had to be pretty careful. A few minutes up the road, we stopped at a restaurant that had a fantastic view of the waterfall. They also had an area to view birds and other local wildlife. Some of the birds were beautiful, with bright colors like red, green, and purple. The purple one was my favorite. While we were headed to our next stop, our tour guide was able to spot some monkeys and sloths that were among the trees. We then stopped at a gift shop where there were iguanas outside. I didn't get anything from the shop, but I did get to pet a cat and a dog, which was good enough for me.
it starts 1968 with lava flows till 2010 was the last eruption of lava. After that, the Greater Sea is still active, but we are going to see just the flow. By the front, you're going to see some vegetation, some forests, but on the back, we are not going to see anything.
The volcano measures 5,358 feet high and is considered a young volcano, estimated to be less than 7,500 years old. For lunch, I ordered a chicken and rice dish that was pretty tasty. After eating, Brian and I went to go ziplining. The entire course had 9 cables with 10 platforms and ended with a rappel down a 160-foot cliff into the river. Before heading back to the starting point, we listened to a presentation about the culture of the indigenous Costa Rican people. Our last stop on the tour was to Paradise Hot Springs so we could spend a couple hours relaxing. The waters are naturally heated by the volcano and use mineral water. They had pools with a range of different temperatures from 95 degrees to 104 degrees. They also had some cold pools. I made sure I spent time in every pool that they had, even the cold ones. On our way back to San Jose, we stopped for dinner. I ordered the chifrijo, which is rice, beans, pico de gallo, avocado, and topped with pork belly. It was really good. We got back to the hotel around 9 p.m. and I went right to bed. The next morning, I woke up, ate a quick breakfast, and packed everything so I could head to the airport. Another person in our group was on the same flight as me, so we shared a taxi to the airport. I originally tried to order an Uber, but the driver refused to take us because of our hockey equipment. Once we got to the airport, we checked our bags, flew through security, and made it to the gate. When it was time, I boarded the plane, found my seat, and got settled in for the flight. Once I landed in Houston, I had to get all of my luggage, recheck it, and go through customs. Luckily, none of the lines were very long. I had a 7-hour layover, so I headed to the Amex Lounge for some free food and drinks. When it was almost time to board, I made my way to my gate. The flight to Pittsburgh was smooth, and we landed early. I made my way to the baggage area, found all of my items, and lugged everything to my car. I had a 3-hour drive back home, but I made it back safe and sound.